if you had to look back, what would you say is your current favorite episode individually? Kalam.
Current because of the number episode. But the most one for me now.
Your favorite, yeah.
The most one for me now is still episode 1.
Episode 1.
Absolutely. It's still episode 1. But I had one this one I isn't. But I think if then I were to choose between the two. Yeah, I think so.
One. Reason being?
Reason being, I feel like in the it's different from that episode. That episode, this one's I feel like more.
You've just stepped into An Empty Street, a podcast where you casually engage in difficult conversations about relationships, wealth, and health. We are just 3 curious gentlemen who ask questions almost about everything, and our aim is to find answers from others and within ourselves. We sit down every week to explore unaltered conversations. So let's walk the talk together, and welcome to the Empty Street Podcast.
In 3,
2, 1.
Rolling. Welcome to the Empty Street Podcast.
Back
with another one, man.
Yeah, with another Tuesday. Another day.
Another week.
Another pair of shades.
Yeah. Side is izinto la emehlweni today.
Yeah,
sure.
Energy seems to be down. Why?
Hey, true. It's not it's not your normal type of episode.
There's buizo on that.
It's weird.
Why there's buizo? Bekwenzakala.
Because a lot is happening, yeah. A lot is happening, you know.
We're celebrating.
And we still took time to still come here and show up for you guys, because we know that this episode is most importantly special to us. It's special to us than it is to anyone else, you know. I think it's worth taking some time out and just appreciate the milestone that we've reached. You know, reaching 100 episodes is no small feat.
100 episodes.
100
Been at it
episodes.
for 100 weeks.
For 100 straight weeks, dog. No
Straight weeks.
No
straight
weeks skipped.
Nothing.
Straight weeks.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
Not
it'll be
talking about
another
anything serious.
nothing serious. Maybe just the time back into the past, rewind back into just the time we have spent building up to this point right now.
I think we can talk about that when we hit 104 episodes, which marks 2 years exactly. Just to talk about the whole change.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I feel like there will always be a new journey.
Yeah.
You know, this is just
Gonna be
part of the journey.
okay.
Yeah. Because there's things like the 16, Sweet 16, and then there's things like the 21st.
21st.
And there's things like
30th.
30th, you know.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that you shouldn't celebrate the 16th because the 21st is coming, and so forth and so on.
I see, my boy.
Away, my boy. So, yeah, man. Otherwise,
Aye.
first and foremost, a thank you. I think a thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to the workers.
To the walkers, man. Those that have been walking, you know, from the first episode to number 100.
That's for
This is a thank you, and this episode is, as much as it is for us, it is for you guys too, to kind of like share this moment with us, you know.
it's now in the or else you celebrate.
Dog. It's in spirit. Yeah.
Today.
You know.
And I think it's my episode last Shaikon, you know,
Yeah, there's a few.
But in Jegulena, we were supposed to have at least making a champagne. Oh, every milestone is important. So obviously
shampoo.
because it's more special when we manje ngo 12 years one.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So it was celebrating now, but nonetheless we're still celebrating, and we did. That's
Yeah,
why
we
today
did something,
shine
yeah.
my shades, yeah.
Vala amehlo. Vala amehlo lensizwa. Sazi sawani. Sazi sawani semasawabusini.
Yeah, I go right, but at the end of the day we just need to deliver the series.
Yeah.
Have you noticed or have you picked up on his catchphrase?
Catchphrase, which is?
At the end of the day.
Oh yeah. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't know if
I'm sure we'll come by episode.
At the end of the day, Mele. At the end of the day, where? At the end of the day, Mele.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, Dwanai.
Mr. End of the day.
Yeah, me celebrate.
When I go, I mean. Yeah. I mean.
Yes. That's funny.
But is it a chance?
Yeah,
it's been a
nice journey.
A nice journey.
How was yesterday, dog? How's the celebrations for you guys?
No, I have an visit.
Dope, no?
Yeah, and for me now, especially vibe engine.
Yeah.
It's not really vibe for but yeah.
But it's worth it.
But yeah,
And I like that it wasn't like something that was forced or that had like it needed us to like we forget good celebrations don't need you to get drunk, sloshed type of things, you know. You can still celebrate. I'm not saying there should not be alcohol, but there doesn't have to be alcohol either, you know. But what I'm saying is you don't have to celebrate to a point you forget who you are. You know, because there are those kind of celebrations where you celebrate in Jabulo, I guess. You're happy to a point you would say, it's whatever. What they normally say, YOLO, you only live once. So we ends a pair. You know, but I feel like you should still be in control of what you're doing, and you're still like conscious of the decisions you're making. Why is it pain?
We're reckless.
We're reckless because next thing you wake up, you hey, you know.
And then the level I mentioned is saying with understanding your own limits.
Yeah, you should. Dog. Even because the thing is, it's hard for you to now stop because it's fun, and SK is still chugging. So if
losing
SK
moral
going,
compass.
Hey, if SK is still chugging, that means I can still chug 2 more. Can't 2 more.
It's funny, bro. Fun one.
2 more go. Smanga see it one. I love
the wedding always be cooking.
Abozo sala.
Mina ngicishe nanguga.
Dwan.
Mara angishayi lezo mina. Bengikhathele.
Not good moments.
It was tired.
It wasn't like I was tired. It was like I'm more tired now because mangimanga inyawo ngiyabona ukuthi hayi inyawo zikhathele mfana.
Ngizwakala ithawu. Energy. It must be a energy buyibhayi. Ubona ngathi bayasibambezela phela ngathi then ayaqala then. Bongahlali phansi mfana bodrata. Hayi. And usho ukuthi mfana we still have the long day. We still have the long day. Kumele sishaye kahle. That's why I think
this cat was fast, slow isikhathi. Usually most of them this cat is fast. Now this one it was slow. I'm like fuck.
And I think another thing is because it was a daytime thing.
Yeah, like she's
during the day it takes long, but you're there the whole day.
Yeah,
you're there the whole day. So
and we're on time. That's the problem. If you're late.
Yeah, that's why we're eating Guntana. If we're eating at 7:50 before, and then see relax then see relax and then singing a 2-3. That's so grand still.
Those best of still pants.
Yeah.
Isn't getting and doesn't get a lap baby. So by 5.
Blind.
Blind. It's so much.
It's so much. It's so soup and
yeah, it's so soup. And then the full way should be so soup. But ukumosha lo ukumosha ucabanga. Yeah. Soup. But yeah, it was day.
day and night well spent.
Yeah, no, it was a
I mean,
definitely
it's
dope
all
day.
now with my video cleaning.
Yeah.
So kulahlela nyani izinto
If you're
nyani
kind
ezi-
enough.
Yeah, if then we could wait until the
If
end.
they're kind enough.
Yeah.
Or behaving and comment.
No, with this
Comment.
Yeah.
And shout out to Lebza and Ura and Exposito. I mean, those
Exposito,
people
always
always come
commenting,
through. Yeah,
yeah.
they always come through. So shout out to you guys. Mara, for the majority, see you guys commenting face to face, but not in the comment section.
But also comment ku WhatsApp.
Asifuni ku-WhatsApp, sikufuna da.
Yeah. Thathi comment yakho ifake khona.
Yeah, that's where the community is.
Yeah.
Because just imagine siku 100 episode, then if they were to look back, uhlezi ubhekile ngo-12, but masingachecka wonke ama-episode
Sikwazi.
100 our comment like
Asikwazi,
one, our click the like button, and our subscribe.
And kunabantu abawabhekayo ama-episode wethu without saying anything. And it would
At least
be nice to
at
know.
least do one thing: like, comment, or
Share.
subscribe, or share.
Eyi-one.
Between the just enze one. At least wazi ukuthi mawenze one uyazi ukuthi ucontributile then.
Yeah, and it helps us nathi ukuthi sikhona ukutrack ukuthi yo
Svanja.
we are actually
On the right track.
or not. And also it helps with the algorithm as well ukuthi ithathe content yethu ibeke up there if
Suggest.
there's interaction.
Yeah.
Why if there's nothing?
And it doesn't cost a cent.
No, I
mean,
mean, just a click of a button, my dog.
That's it, dog. That's it.
Look at the cent. So
But looking back,
on this my phone. More special on this episode if you haven't done it.
Yeah, and that's usual as ngicela abantu kuma episode yethu ukuthi
Usually,
sicela subscribe or uthini.
In this one uyenze wena because uyafuna nobona
Yeah.
ngathi it's
Yeah, it makes
necessary.
sense kuwe, yeah.
I'm like, let me just do it. But today siyasho ukuthi commenta la. Mawubona my first clip ubona ngapha Nceba bekamanzi too much umbona ngathi commenta nangalo. Yeah, commenta nangalo.
Yeah, otherwise benjani for wena?
for me, it was fun, dog. It was fun. Breath of fresh air. Haven't been out in a minute. You know, the whole of September, been locked in. So it felt good being outside. Got to be with people. Got to be with you guys. You know, outside of this. You know, sitting here, who was enjoying that for the work we've also just put in for the podcast too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, where
So
we just
it's
meet
not-
up and we just have
It's
fun
something
instead of
outside
meeting
of
up to shoot.
shooting. Yeah, it's something outside of shooting. So yeah, I really enjoyed
Sometimes
it.
feel like we had to shoot things.
Yeah.
Sihlangene with that camera.
It's like a reminder of why. Maybe not why, but how far we have come. You know, a reminder that like it wasn't all in a day. We didn't get to 100 episodes in a day.
Yeah,
You know, it took weeks. It took
a lot of
a lot of time apart from just sacrificing time individually to put into the podcast. So
But I feel like I'm camera for thina. I feel like izohlala ikhona.
here's
Yeah, I feel like izohlala ikhona. Or even the see that.
hayi nizohlala ikhona.
Yeah.
please.
We're doing something. As I show we keep everyone updated.
Yeah.
If maybe now in case was with us then senza.
If you had to look back, what would you say is your current favorite episode individually? Kalam.
Current age because like in number episode. But the
What were we
most,
talking
the most
about?
one for me now,
Your favorite, yeah.
the most one for me now is still episode 1.
Episode 1.
For me now, it's still episode 1. But I had one and even born with okay no. This one I isn't. But if then I were to choose between the two. Yeah, I think so.
One. Reason being?
Reason being feel ngathi in the it different from that episode. That episode this one's manje feel ngathi more khuluma.
Yeah.
So nalento ukuthi
Uyacabanga.
uyacabanga ukuthi okay la kumelanga ngisho kanje.
Yeah.
Not say ukuthi necessary uyacabanga but
You filter your words.
amagama akho mawasho la uyasicabangela ukuthi ish nabantu engiphila nabo ngani kumelanga ngisho lento. But that episode I felt like ukuthi Bunga try to attack it like anyone. We didn't cater my feelings wabanye abantu, but you said because into bofuna ukuyisho exactly the way you funa
it's raw.
Yes, it was raw. Angithola. So yiyo into engibonayo ukuthi no, it's still an episode. If umuntu like angafuna ngathi ufuna ukuthola i-background yokuthi like i-podcast kahle yini aim yakhona. Like that's the episode.
You'd send them to.
Ukuthi ungakhona ukuthi urefer kuyo. Because after then izinto nakhona besiyisile not much ukuthi le episode as much as the ways engakhona bekune planning but just a freestyle just ukhulume the ways into bezingakhona like ama episode mawuthi ya check bekhona ama besikhona ukuthi sazi ukuthi sikhulume kanje nesikhulume kanje
sure
so that's why for me it's still the favorite.
Wena Ntwana?
For me now, I don't know in number as well, Mara. The episode where we were speaking about cancel culture.
Try?
Cancel culture.
Yes,
With union buildings with Sean and
Chris.
That's my favorite as well because as Ntwana Shuguti, on the first episode, it was more raw for me. Now on that episode as well, I feel like we are more raw as well. And on my side, which is Benkuluma Gakulu, obviously, I felt like I spoke my heart out on one thing that actually really bothers me about society today.
Cancel culture.
It bothers me even still now. I haven't said a lot, but as much as I would like, but that episode is one of my favorites, and it was just a challenge for me to put out there for people to think.
Stand firm with the
to make people think about the things that we do in our society without thinking about them or whether they're effective or not, but we are just following. So I even did the research about the crowd conformity experiments and stuff. So it was those things with it. I was trying to shed some light on individual decisions versus group decisions. Yeah. So that's for my favorite.
For me, I would say it's the what was that episode? Or the Dream Out Loud Sessions episode. For me, that one, I feel like it was different though. From Yogi
that was a different experience.
The Dream Out Loud Sessions, totally different. We got to engage with a live audience. So for me, that one, that's still dope because it was testing. It was a test for us because it's not something we used to. Challenge, which we accepted with open arms, and I feel like those kind of engagements are when you also kind of learn more about yourself and you grow. Because you're not really ready or you're not prepared for what the audience has prepared for you. But I might know a thing or two about what you're thinking about or what you're thinking about. So I kind of expect the questions that might come from either side. But from a random audience that I don't know.
Could turn south.
It could go anywhere, So just being able to answer those kind of questions and handle those kind of crowds, I think that was dope. And the event in itself, I think was also kind of dope. Inspiring kids, showing them like the kind of career paths they can kind of choose should they be interested, and not limiting their options to just being one thing or the other, but opening their eyes to even a wider network of industries. So I think that one.
Yeah, that was a dope one.
Yeah, that was a dope one.
I think apparently with the city a favorite. I think the episode is now shoot by default. We needed it.
The
episode we needed.
That was dope.
Yeah, because after then we felt like we should get more sessions.
I like that.
So our episode was dope. But the one thing kuluma for me, if I see your layer, and then I think it was the one with the teach. I don't remember the name. That one.
The Dinti one is also up there because it got a lot of people talking. It got a lot of attention on social media.
Social media.
They ate it up. They ate it up. So I think that was dope.
When your second, maybe?
My second. What was my second? I would say, and I had it right in my head. I
feel, ne?
Yeah, Maricon. Because I was thinking about it before. It's the episode about it's not one. That's the thing. It's a series, but the street interviews.
The street interviews.
The street interviews. I feel like was also kind of a dope concept.
Yeah.
Kind of expanding on the topics that we've had already.
Yeah.
I think that was a dope concept. Also challenging, because how often do we speak to strangers?
Yeah.
And convincing the stranger to actually come on and be a part of the interview also was part of the test or the challenge. So I found that kind of dope too. Engaging with different people, kind of getting into their headspace and how they think. It was interesting because you go out there and you realize the way they think is just totally different.
Yeah.
I feel even the one episode, it didn't even. I think they told us that we shouldn't post it or put it up. Those 3 chicks. I forgot what the episode was about. Was it about social media? How often do you use your phone or something like that? One of the chicks' response was, "Tell me what to tell the cameras."
Oh yeah.
But for me, that was like, true. How is that contribute to what we try to achieve?
Yeah.
So if I am telling you,
I remember
what to tell people, then I might as well just sit here and do that because we already do that, and that defeats the purpose of the street interviews. So I see a strategy to
get organic views.
Yeah, we trying to get like organic views at how people actually think about these same topics we've unpacked. But now, if you want me to give you an answer, then what's the point then of asking these people these questions? So that was kind
the
of
street
just,
interviews.
So I think the street interview stuff was also kind of dope. But there's been so many.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to just name one and leave another. But what would your second be?
My second one would be the first ever time we invaded the streets, where we sat down
on the streets,
closed the road and actually sat down in the street. We were speaking about neuromarketing.
Yeah, there's neuromarketing.
I like that episode.
That was dope.
It was visually appealing.
Yeah. Wasn't that the second time?
The topic wasn't the second.
Which one was the first? Because there was the one where we said the people we see in our dreams.
Yeah.
That we did Lenzans.
Yeah.
And then the neuromarketing we did at
the top.
So I just can't remember which one was first.
Yeah, I don't remember as well, but the neuromarketing.
Yeah, that was a dope one.
Yeah, the neuromarketing was dope.
And just do it, and the thought of doing it in the actual streets, I think.
Yeah, and the street is actually empty.
Yeah.
But the topic as well was like,
one point.
Yeah, it was a quite interesting
it was a dope
topic.
Produced episode.
Yeah.
It's a dope produced episode because there was thought put into into it.
Daytime I go to the fading.
From daytime to night.
Even the second one, la saivala khona.
Yeah.
Where saivala khona straight strat. Akhumbula la bekudlula khona imoto, la bese siphezulu.
Yeah.
Ngabuthi ngikhuluma ngale yokuqala siphansi.
Oh, bekuyicala lesiphansi.
Uqala
Which
saqala
is
phansi.
So you should
okay. Yeah, shoot DS2. Yeah, that one besiphezulu ukudlula imoto.
Yeah,
that one.
Amara was it's been quite a great journey.
Yeah, it's been a dope journey, dude. It's been a dope journey.
And then abantu ba consistent abahlezi like
Babhekile. Obafana nathi.
bavaya nathi.
Oh yeah.
Ama-walkers.
Yeah.
Khona nalabo bavaya nathi mara bathulile.
Yeah.
Baveza izandla.
Shout out.
Yeah.
And then shout out to you, Jets.
I think there's one thing though that I want to also kind of like put out there, like for future guests, like keep in mind that when you come on here, that
you're not getting interviewed.
Yeah, you're not being interviewed, and what it's not as much as you have given us your time and all of that. No, it's not really. It's our
episode.
It might be our episode, but it's our property. It's our property, so we can choose to do with it whatever. And so, depending on the situations.
But we do open up while we are still in post-production.
Yes.
If ever after the episode you feel like you spoke something that you
did not
think
sit well with
shouldn't be out there while we are editing,
it's fine to let us know.
Yeah, to let us
but
know.
Don't come a year
remove
later.
that.
Don't come a
Did
year
we
later.
ever have that?
Yeah,
where
we
a
had-
guest
we
said,
had- we
"I
had
don't
a-
want to.
a
I don't want
guest.
to include this part," and then we cut it out.
We didn't cut
We
it
did
out.
it.
No,
But we had a guest
the
initially.
case there.
What's that guy's name? Benjamin.
The science I Pega Spark.
Yeah.
Because, fuck.
That's Kazmanzlanza.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that was in production already. And then
Yeah,
recent-
that part that I cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
But you can't come a year later, though. And
You
then
can't
say,
come a year
"What,
later and say,
I'd
take
take
it down."
I was being fake. Kazuti.
I wasn't truthful.
I wasn't being truthful. To who, though? To who?
Only
Then
to
what-
yourself.
So
Only to yourself.
don't come here if like what you're gonna share is not you. I mean, it's fine to like have different opinions. You know, we're not gonna hold you to it 5 years down the line and say, Mara, when 5 years ago, Ute, you believe in this. You're obliged to change. But now don't say I take it down because it no longer it's gonna ruin your brand, or you're rebranding with the words you're rebranding. Meanwhile, none of that shit is true, though.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, that was just something that pissed me off. But anyway.
But I just think when you come here, just don't lie.
Yeah. Don't lie.
Yeah, and
try
try to
don't say
avoid
anything.
speaking about other people.
Other people, yeah. If you know that it's gonna put you in a compromising position, don't talk about
But
it.
when it comes to views changing over time as you grow, that's totally
okay.
fine.
That's
Even on
okay.
our disclaimer, there's a part there that says these views are not set on stone and we are allowed to change, provided that we experience life differently or are presented with new experiences. So yeah.
Yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, but shout out to the 100 weeks of
shout out, gents. Shout out.
putting out content each and every single week. Yeah.
My boy.
Like we always
Hola,
say.
my boy.
Do you guys have last words?
For now.
Strength.
Here's to 100 and 100 more.
100 more. As we always say,
Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of your pockets. This is the Empty Street Podcast, and we're signing out.
toodles.
Sniping.
Usale uzinani unati omuso usale ufeletani unati omuso ibiri beverages unati omuso banali basadi hey unati omuso karo usale